Hello, everyone. I'm going to present our ICCV 2025 paper, MMOne, representing multiple modalities in one scene. Scene representation has evolved from explicit representations to implicit representations. Neural radiance fields, NeRF, and 3D Gaussian splatting, 3DGS, have demonstrated significant potential in various real-world applications. Beyond RGB, modalities such as language and thermal have been incorporated into scene representation. However, these approaches are limited to specific modalities and do not address the fundamental differences among different modalities. These factors motivate us to consider a core problem: how to address the essential differences among different modalities when representing multiple modalities simultaneously. Modality conflicts arise when representing multiple modalities with one scene representation due to the intrinsic differences in properties and levels of granularity among different modalities. Addressing these modality conflicts involves two main challenges. The first challenge is property disparity. It is the inherent differences in the characteristics and attributes of data from various modalities. The second challenge is granularity disparity. It is the inherent differences in the level of detail at which information is represented across various modalities. We propose a general framework, MMOne, to represent multimodal modalities in one scene. Given the multi-view, multimodal inputs of the scene, we progressively construct a multimodal scene representation capable of accommodating one or more modalities. Each modality is modeled by our modality modeling module. The densification process is integrated with our multimodal decomposition mechanism, which disentangles multimodal information based on modality difference. To address the property disparity, we propose a modality modeling module to model each modality, which can represent the distinct properties of different modalities. Our proposed modality indicator is designed to capture the unique properties of each modality, rather than using a shared opacity across different modalities. In addition to the weighting mechanism, the modality indicator also functions as a switch for specific modalities, enabling selective deactivation of certain modalities during the rendering process. This approach allows us to explicitly model the varying granularities of different modalities, as each modality requires a different number of Gaussians to represent. To tackle the granularity disparity, we propose a simple yet effective multimodal decomposition mechanism to separate multimodal Gaussians into single-modal Gaussians, accommodating the varying granularities of different modalities. In the hard prune of 3DGS, conflicts arise when one modality indicator is low while another is high. Simply pruning that Gaussian may negatively affect other modalities. We propose soft prune, which refers to pruning a specific modality rather than the entire Gaussian. This is achieved by setting the corresponding modality indicator to an off state, thereby excluding that modality from the rendering process. During the learning of multimodal representation, gradients from different modalities backpropagate to the same Gaussian. Conflicts arise when these gradients cancel each other out, leading to suboptimal results for all modalities. To address this, we propose multimodal decomposition, which disentangles the gradients from different modalities and decomposes multimodality when the gradient difference exceeds a certain threshold. Next is our experiment. First, RGB thermal. Our method consistently outperforms the strong baseline, thermal Gaussian, across most scenarios. Our method maintains the sharpness of the RGB modality and the smoothness of the thermal modality, resulting in clearer colors and more defined boundaries. Second, RGB language experiments. Our method excels in open vocabulary queries while maintaining high RGB rendering performance. Our method preserves the high RGB rendering quality of 3DGS with sharper object boundaries due to the integration of the language modality. The semantic masks generated from text queries are more accurately aligned with object surfaces and exhibit greater consistency within objects. Third, RGB thermal language. Our method achieves superior results across all three modalities. The qualitative results demonstrate that our method consistently improves the rendering quality of RGB and thermal. Additionally, the masks generated from text queries are better aligned with object surfaces. Notably, the RGB and thermal rendering quality significantly degrades when incorporating language into the joint training baselines, underscoring the impact of modality conflicts as the number of modalities increases. In contrast, our method not only surpasses baselines with a large margin, but also slightly enhances RGB and thermal rendering quality with a language modality. This demonstrates the effectiveness of our method to handle multiple modalities and scalability to accommodate more modalities. These blurry parts are caused by modality conflicts. Here are the ablation studies. We gradually add components to our joint training baseline MMJ. The results demonstrate the effectiveness of our proposed modality modeling module and multimodal decomposition mechanism. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.